Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Elma and this is my husband Benjamin, and this is Space for Inspiration and Change. If you're new here on this channel, you're welcome. Coming, it's always warm in this house, and if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you to you for always coming here to support our channel, okay? So as you all can see, we have a special guest, even though it's our channel, but he doesn't really feature like that a lot on this channel. So I'm happy that my husband is able to make it to this channel today. So today is the 2nd of March and it's our wedding anniversary, and we just felt like we should do a video just like remembering some moments or just talk about our journey so far. So I would like to start by asking my husband a few questions. We will both answer them, okay? So first of all, baby, I want to ask you, like, on the 2nd of March, right? How did you feel, like, before the wedding? Did you feel nervous? Were you excited, or how did you feel?
Uh, I did not want to be late.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah, I talked about it a lot that I don't want to be late on the wedding day.
yeah.
But unfortunately, I was late, like an hour late. That was a lot.
Yeah. But generally, like, what were your thoughts about the day before the wedding? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Like, what were your exact feelings?
A lot of things were help was uh, all over the place. We were preparing for traveling.
Yeah.
At that time, we were expecting a call already
Yeah.
from the embassy, and I was also working on a lot of financial transactions, so too many things
Yeah.
happening at the same time, and it was kind of difficult to like single out, like, or filter out the exact
Feelings.
feeling
Yeah.
that concerns the wedding particularly. But
Yeah.
I knew back I knew then that my mind wasn't on one thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I would say, like, before that day, right? I had mixed feelings. I was anxious also about the travel program as well. I had insomnia, like I couldn't sleep for many days. Like maybe like 1 month before the wedding, I just had insomnia. I would just find myself waking up in the middle of the night,
Mm.
picking up my pen. Oh, I've not done this, I've not done this is wrong, like that. Yeah, I had that feeling of I had a mixed feeling. I was scared, I was happy, I didn't know what to expect. It's
Mm.
just that, yeah, fear. But we thank God for how everything went. And you also talking about the issue of being late. Like, that's one thing that if I could go back in time to change as well, I could have loved to change that part of being late, because we had that mix up. There was like a mix up, and then because, okay, for like in our church, in the apostolic church, the mothers are the ones who dress me up. So there was a whole mix up with the car, and there was nobody to bring them in time. And the mothers really had to come late to dress me up. And we really went to church very late. Like, we all did not want to go. Like, we really woke up early as 5 a.m. The makeup artist was doing everything, bridesmaids were ready, everything was done, but the mothers were not there to like dress me up. So we really went to church late. He also had issues at his own corner with his groomsmen and all of those kind of things. The one thing we wanted to avoid in our wedding was going late, but circumstances beyond our control, it happened. That's the one thing. If I want to go back in time, I would really love to change that fact of
Mm.
us going late. Yes. And then okay, another thing I wanted to ask is that, for you, right, how did you know that, like, I was the person you wanted to marry? Like, how did you know that it was me you wanted to take to the altar and like spend the rest of your life with? How
Mm.
did you know?
I think I don't know about others, but I don't think I can find words to explain that. But the thing is, when you meet the one, you know it.
Exactly. Yeah, true.
Yeah, you just know it.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
you don't feel afraid. to commit. You don't second guess your decision. You just know, well, this is the one, and
Yeah, that's
uh,
true. Because it's the same thing for me. I would say the same thing. When you meet somebody and you know we are compatible, this is what I'm looking for, this is where I fit. You know, we can bond, we see ourselves having the same visions, we see ourselves talking in the same direction. Yeah, you know that, yeah, this is definitely the person I want. This is definitely, you've prayed over it, you've been seeking the face of God and everything. And I remember that from day one, the only thing you've always been singing is marriage, marriage, marriage. So you know, you just know it. Like my husband has said, you just know that this is the person I want to be with, and this is the person, you know, I want to end up with. Okay, then another thing, I want to like anyway, this is just us looking back at the wedding itself. It's true that everything cannot really go the way you plan it to be. There, you plan something and then mistakes happen and things happen, and despite the fact that we're following up the wedding, following up the travel program, there were a lot of things that, but we are still grateful to everybody that came out. They came to support us, they loved us, and we are where we are today. So now another question I want to ask you is, what can you say about our journey so far? What
mm,
are your thoughts?
it's been very very interesting. Yeah, it's just to sum it up. I think it's beautiful. It's been beautiful, and uh, it is nothing I could imagine.
Okay.
Nothing I could imagine before we got married. I'd read a lot of books
Yeah.
about marriage, listened to so many videos and so many great speakers talk about marriage. I tried to learn as much as I could, but all in all is the knowledge we get in advance
Mm-hmm.
helps a lot,
Yeah.
but the experience is a whole new, a whole new game. Yeah,
True.
getting the experience itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's beautiful when you're with the one. It's easier. Yeah, because I don't think I would like to do it any differently. And just just to answer a question I imagine someone may be asking right now. Yeah, there have been moments of okay where we had difference of opinion,
True.
but I tell you, the sum of it all, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I cannot imagine my life alone anymore. Life is much better
Amen.
with this pretty face here.
Okay. There's one thing I want to ask you again. Like, do you like, people always say that I don't know, but I've heard some people say that the first year in marriage is always the most difficult year. Do you think so? In your opinion?
Okay, there's this guy. God rest his soul. He's one of the greatest influence
Mm-hmm.
in my life. He's called Dr. Miles Monroe.
Okay. Yeah.
So he said something quite interesting that has that actually re- it changed my mind, changed my way of thinking. And
Okay.
this is what he said about marriage. He said, lower your expectation.
Yeah.
So bring your expectation almost to zero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, almost to zero.
Okay.
Because if you bring your expectations to zero, it will be hard for you to say this is the most difficult moment, because you feel it difficult when you expect something and you don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you expect stuff and your expectations fall short, yeah, it becomes a little bit difficult and it becomes stressful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you don't expect a lot, you don't expect a lot, definitely from the one you love, a lot will come to you. And when you get these things you did not expect, it makes you really happy. That's why I'm happy a lot. Yeah. It's very almost impossible to completely remove every expectations. There must be expectations, but when you consciously bring down this expectation, you just focus on loving your spouse. Yeah. And of course, what we want to do is please the people we love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every action you do to please the one you love comes as a big and a huge benefit, a huge beautiful experience, because somehow you kept yourself from expecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your marriage will just be full of beautiful surprises. Yeah. So that's it.
Okay. Let me ask you this last question. I know I keep saying last questions, but what advice, okay, will you give, let me say, in those few years of us, like if you were to give someone an advice who is about to get into marriage right now, what kind of advice will you give them?
Okay. Number one, please, guys, especially for the men, don't get married because your friends are getting married.
True.
Don't get married because you feel like you're too old.
True. Yes.
I think you should get married because you feel like you're ready.
Okay.
And one of the ways I think you know you're ready is when you're not afraid. When you find yourself in that moment and you want to make that big step. You want to, get that biggest commitment. And the fear factor is absent. I think then you're ready.
Okay, yes.
But when you're afraid and you keep second guessing your decision, there might be a reason somewhere there to take time out and get ready. Just think about why you want to get married.
Yeah.
Is it because, you feel like you're too old, you're getting too old, you need to have children, or your parents are putting you under pressure, or all your friends or your peers are all married and you just want to get into that marriage, or maybe you need a marriage certificate for something? Guys, don't do it for those reasons.
Yeah.
Do it because you met the one and you're ready. When you do it that way, trust me, you'll do it right.
Yeah.
But if you're getting married for reasons, first you be vulnerable. It's quite easy at that point to marry the wrong person.
It's true, yeah.
Yes, and just to make this note, the wrong person is not necessarily a bad person. And when you get married to the wrong person, you will see the person may be a good person, but you'll see the person bad. And just because you don't belong together. There are so many good people, two good people who are not made to be together. But they ended up together and they see each other as bad. It's because probably they got married for the wrong reasons. And when reality steps in, you see, the reason disappears and everything becomes an uphill journey. So guys, forget about pressure. Talk to yourself and be honest with yourself. Get married for the right reason.
Okay. Thank you so much, babe. So this brings us to the end of this video. Like, if you guys have more questions for us, you can drop it in the comment section. Let's know what you think. And so this was just us coming out to celebrate our anniversary in our own way and just be grateful to God and be grateful to all those who have been supporting and who have been praying for us. We are grateful. So thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Share me out, share this video out. You don't know who it might bless or who might learn a thing or two from this. Thank you all so much, and until next time, bye.